26 MPs of pro-Kurdish party charged with offending Turkish state after calling for Armenian genocide recognition.
Here's a summary of the article.
The Prosecutor General's Office of Ankara threatens to conduct an inquest into 26 deputies of the pro-Kurdish People's Democratic Party for calling on the Turkish government to recognize the Armenian genocide. The deputies are charged with offending the Turkish state, in accordance with Article 301 of the Criminal Code of Turkey, for a statement that was made on April 24, Aval reports, citing T24 news website. During the session of the Central Executive Body on April 24, the HDP called on Turkey to recognize the killings of 1.5 million Armenians in the Ottoman Empire as genocide, and this sparked Ankara's heated reactions. According to T24, political figures of the HDP will be under examination if the Turkish Ministry of Justice approves of the inquest. The politicians are charged with offending the Turkish nation and the Turkic Republic, T24 reports, citing the record on the trial.
This post received a score of 10,000, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Pretty rude of those Kurds to insist that historical events happened.
Yeah, considering they were a big part of it.
I mean, it makes sense for them to say, hey, we should recognize we all did this horrible thing. No. Then. At least it makes sense to me.
That's the first step. Germany is one of the most progressive societies in the world because they acknowledge their history and teach their children what happened, why it happened, and how to stop fascism from arising in the future. Japan has not. They still struggle with xenophobia because they haven't confronted their past. Turkey needs to be like Germany, but instead they are tentacle deep in denial. Article 301 of the Criminal Code definitely needs to be removed or rewritten. It's too vague and prone to misuse to be an actual law.
That is exactly why the law exists.
If you go to Isfahan in Iran, you will find a centuries-old quarter full of Armenian Christians. There are a number of churches and cathedrals. Next to Vank Cathedral is a museum about the Armenian genocide. It's interesting that this group of Christians live in the heart of an Islamic theocracy and are free to recognize this genocide perpetrated by Muslims against them.
If I'm not wrong, Iran actually recognizes it.
Turkey's such a baby. Every nation has done horrible shit at some point in history. Why you being such a baby? Like seriously, own that shit.
Countries that don't recognize their past crimes oftentimes have politicians who are happy with said crimes.
Pretty sure Turkey's opinion on this is that there are still Armenians alive today, so you can't go calling it a genocide until they succeed in getting rid of all the Armenians. Until then, it's just a bit of ethnic cleansing.
Greater than so you can't go calling it a genocide until they succeed in getting rid of all the Armenians. Until you learn that the word genocide was originally coined by Raphael Lemkin exactly for the Armenian genocide. So you could argue, it would even be a genocide by original definition, even if by nothing else.
In my browser, the headline was slightly wrapped, so I got to the next to last word and it appeared to be the whole headline.
System of a Down lyrics.
They have returned resting on the mountainside. We have learned that you have no honor. Murderer. Sodomizer. Back to the river Aras.
The world must stop calling the death march of the Armenian people in such a negative way, when the actual event was just a clear and simple relocation walk. A
rehoming amble, if you will.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.